안녕하세요. Dorothy Nam입니다. Nice to see you once again. You know, sometimes when you hear a certain song, it's not the song that makes you emotional. It's the people and things that come to your mind when you hear it. So take the time and think about the certain song. What comes to your mind and who? And where were you? This is what's so great about music. It takes us like a time travel and going back if we wanted to, and moving forward and or just enjoying the present and listening to the current hits now. What's your favorite song? After you asked yourself this, ask again, who created that song? The writer and producer. Who also stirs up the emotions when listening to that certain song? We hope you will enjoy today's show, as we have a person who does this and did this kind of stuff, writing the music and producing it, and also doing things completely out of music as well and enjoying it. Let's meet him right away. What's happening now? We will get to meet this awesome man today, and he is someone just fabulous inside and out. He has many roles of all kinds of jobs and positions, over 11 of them, and not including his personal roles, and as being a husband and a father, a son, and friend to a few others as well. Let's meet him right away. Well, we've got this wonderful, wonderful man back in the studio, and I will tell you, he's pretty hot and pretty cool. It's hard to match that description together, but this is the man for sure. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm trying to stay cool under the hot lights here. I am actually sweating a little bit. Yeah, that's exactly what you meant. Hot, but pretty cool. So
but pretty cool.
Trying to stay cool there. Thanks for having me again.
No, thanks for coming on. I know you're so busy. I mean, you start your day at 3 a.m.
You get used to it. It's not that bad. Everyone thinks it's like a nightmare, and they're like, oh, I can never do it. Trust me, if you in a position where you have to do it, you will do it. It's not that bad.
So it's still dark when you're waking up?
It's pitch black. It's pitch black. The freeways, and you know, I actually moved a little bit right between near Sangam World Cup Stadium.
Okay.
So I do get on the freeway, and it's amazing because there's absolutely no traffic. It's just whew, straight, clear all the way through.
Especially those, not now that we're thinking about it, but probably the winter months. Are you going to get a four-wheel drive going on too, or no?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I'll probably just stick with my little car here. Well, you switched to a four-wheel drive after that huge snowstorm.
Yes.
I think that was about 2 years back, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That was just a must. Anyhow, we want you to say hello to our viewers, and they're dying to see you again and to hear from you.
Once again, thank you for having me here on Star English. My name is Young Kim, and Dorothy, once again, it's great to be here. Hopefully I could entertain you or maybe give you a bit of insight that you might not have had before the show.
Fabulous. Well, you know, we talked about so many things in the last show, and we definitely want to get to know you more. And, you know, I want to ask you, let's take you back even before your singing sharp days.
All right.
When you were young. Okay, so young.
I am young.
Yeah, young. What is it you wanted to be when you were young?
You know, I don't think I had any idea, really. But when you're growing up, especially under the quintessential Korean-American family, your father wants you to study, your father wants you to do this. My father wanted me to play golf. He wanted me to study. He wanted me to do a lot of different things. I wanted to play football. I wanted to do different things than what he wanted. I remember my father and mother used to always say, or my dad used to always say that he's so smart. He would make a great lawyer. He's very well. He talks well. He speaks well. He's good with his words. He should be a lawyer. Da 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 da. And then my mom was like, no, he should be a doctor. Whatever. You know, all Korean American parents, I think the first thing they want you to be is a doctor or a lawyer.
Yes, they do.
So I thought I wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer. And sometimes I think maybe I should have pursued something along the terms of law, or maybe you know that's something that I might have been good at. But no, I chose a whole different path, I think.
Yeah.
That was the way it was in junior high, but I think when I got into high school, I was completely lost in a way. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm studying, but I mean, I don't know what I want to do, because you're thinking this is a career that you're going to choose, and this career is going to take, is what you're going to do for the rest of your life. Whoever made up this concept of picking your major when you're at the age of 18 and then doing something and studying for a career that you're going to do for the rest of your life at such a young age, I think those were different times.
Yeah.
You know, I really think that. The current education system, I don't think a lot of the kids, they know what they want to do.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of us find out in our mid-20s or even our late 20s. So I think there should be some kind of a system where, you know, we can actually change our majors, or maybe there is.
That is true.
You know, I mean, I don't think you should be forced to pick a major so early on.
And, you know, yeah, we have to be very open about what you want to do. Sometimes we step into a career, maybe that's not our thing, and you want to enjoy what you can do. If you find that, I think you found success.
Definitely. You have to enjoy what you're doing. I see plenty of people around me who are doing great jobs, great paying jobs, that don't enjoy what they're doing.
Yeah.
So if you're spending 40 hours a week or even more doing something that you don't enjoy, how are you supposed to be the person that you want to be after work?
That is so true.
You know?
I have a big question here. Okay, so John, you use your voice every day. I mean, you get up, and if you're out there, what time does your live program start? At 7 in the morning?
It's at 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning. You probably use your voice throughout the whole day, probably as much, or if not more, than when you were a singer. How do you keep this voice going every day?
Drinking and singing is a no-no.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I had a drink and went to a 노래방 to sing with a bunch of friends. That's definitely a no-no. That's the worst thing that you can possibly do, because under the influence of alcohol,